So how did your journey started with Yakshagaan?
So Yakshagana is a very popular theatre form of the coastal Karnataka region. So Yakshagana is a traditional art form.
And what were you studying and what was your background, family background? How did this come into your life, Yakshagaan?
In my schools and college also, I was actively participated in this art form.
How is it originated and how is it different from Kathakali?
Kathakali and Yakshagana, they were originated from same region. And in Tenkuti to Yakshagana, more dialogues are there. The Kathakali is dialogues not much.
Preparing it in more languages so that more people aware about all these things.
Teams are performing Yakshagana in Hindi. English Yakshagana is also there. Konkani Yakshagana is there.
And you have your own personal group, Yaksha.
Theatre Yaka Udupi is an organization founded in 2012. We present only mythological stories, but with some contemporary themes or contemporary thoughts.
मध्य प्रदेश के भोपाल में भारत भवन में इस वक्त चल रहा है महाभारत समागम, जो कि अपने आप में बहुत ही अनूठा कार्यक्रम है और पहली बार देश में ऐसा कुछ कार्यक्रम आयोजित किया जा रहा है। और सबसे अच्छी बात यह है इसी कार्यक्रम के ड्यूरेशन में आप देखेंगे कि यहाँ पर देश विदेश से कई सारे कलाकार आए हुए हैं एंड थोड़ा सा उन कलाकारों को उनके परफॉर्मेंस के बाद में, उनके परफॉर्मेंस के पहले हम उन लोगों को लेकर के हम चाहते हैं कि आप तक उनसे कैसे परिचय करवाएं, उनकी कला का परिचय, क्योंकि परफॉर्मेंसेस तो आप देख ही लेंगे लेकिन इसके पीछे की उनकी कहानियां भी जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है। सो ऐसे ही एक कलाकार हमारे बीच में भी मौजूद हैं, पृथ्वीराज क्वाथर जी, जो कि कर्नाटका से आए हुए हैं और ये यक्षगान के एक्टर हैं, डायरेक्टर हैं, क्रिटिक हैं। अब यक्षगान होता क्या है तो मैं चाहूँगी पृथ्वीराज जी खुद अपने बारे में इंट्रोडक्शन दें। Sir, first of all, we would like to welcome you to Bhopal and to Mahabharat Samagam and this Bharat Bhavan. So it's a very nice property of Bhopal. Like we feel proud when we welcome anyone at this place. And sir, I would like you describe yourself, your journey and related to Yakshagaan also. How did your journey started with Yakshagaan?
Thank you, Rashmi Golia ji. So for inviting us for this interview, and so we are honored to be part of this Mahabharat festival organized by Bharat Bhavan and Madhya Pradesh government. So first of all, I will tell about something about this Yakshagaan art, the performative tradition of Karnataka. So Yakshagana is a very popular theatre form of the coastal Karnataka region. It is an art form that engages the audience through the distinctive style of music, vibrant dance, colorful costumes, and thoughtful dialogues. So there has long been a debate about whether Yakshagana belongs to classical art or folk art form. Since Yakshagana incorporate elements from folk and classical, we consider it as traditional art form. So Yakshagana is a traditional art form. So I would like to say more than 10,000 Yakshagana performances. More than 10,000 Yakshagana performances take place annually within the relatively small coastal region of Karnataka, a small region. But there are more than 10,000 performances seasonally, annually are taking place there.
Okay.
So it's a very popular art form. So naturally, I attracted or inspired by that particular art form, and I have been involved since 25-30 years in this art form. Yeah, I've been acting, I've been singing, and
like
now...
How does this interests you? Like, since your childhood, like, and what were you studying and what was your background, family background? How did this come into your life, Yakshagaan?
Yeah, so the region where I born, no, it's very popular, or that Yakshagana is a very popular art form in that particular area. For example, I would like to mention one temple. Actually, Yakshagana is a temple art form. So there are more than 40 Yakshagana teams are active, and they are being patronized under the different temples. So Katil is one of such temple. So it is, I think, around 20 kilometers far from my house. So since childhood, I've been watching Yakshagana, continuously watching Yakshagana, and in my schools and college also, I've been acting, or I was actively participated in this art form. So I trained in this Bhagavata, that singing, and later we formed one team, Theatre Yaka form. Now I am directing some Yakshagana stories for this Theatre Yaka registered.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm sure my audience might not be much aware about Yakshagaan.
Yes.
So I would like you to describe more about the Yakshagaan, like how is it originated and how is it different from Kathakali? Like, because when I saw a few pictures of Yakshagaan, so I couldn't differentiate the costumes and the makeup. Everything was more of a similar kind of to Kathakali.
Yeah. Okay. So the Yakshagaan, as I told you, is very, very popular in a small coastal Karnataka region. But there are two styles. There are two forms. One is southern style, Tenkutittu Yakshagana. We call it Tenkutittu Yakshagana. Another is Vadagutittu Yakshagana, northern style of Yakshagana. So southern and northern. And actually northern style is more influenced by the folk art forms like Dodata or some other arts forms from North Karnataka. But southern style is, Yakshagana is influenced by Kathakali. Or some argument is there that Kathakali and Yakshagana, they were originated from that same same region. Later they have divided, or they became two. One is Tenkutittu Yakshagana, another is Kathakali Yakshagana. But some difference, but similarities also there. For example, headgears look same in both styles, in Kathakali and Tenkutittu Yakshagana. But differences also there. For example, gestures or movements or dances are different. And in Tenkutittu Yakshagana, more dialogues are there. The Kathakali is dialogues not much, I think. Compared to Tenkutittu Yakshagana, there are no much dialogues in Kathakali. Only some sounds or some gestures are there in Kathakali. But here long dialogues are there. And if two characters were acted by the two intellectual persons, the dialogues will go till 1 hour like that. So it is more dialogue oriented art form. But today we are not going to perform or present any dialogues, because the dialogues is in Kannada, no? The people cannot understand this way.
Okay. So aren't you thinking about like preparing it in more languages so that more people must be aware about all these things?
Yeah, and some teams are performing Yakshagana in Hindi, and English Yakshagana is also there, Konkani Yakshagana is there. But according to, this is my opinion, my view, since Yakshagana belongs to the Karnataka, the Kannada Nadu, so we perform Yakshagana only in Kannada.
Okay.
But we will reduce the dialogues, the length of dialogues, or few words we will present, but we don't change the language. we don't perform it in Hindi, but we can present the story, or we can give the summary or glimpse of the story in Hindi or other languages. Because dialogues is always should be in Kannada. This is our view. Okay.
And you have your own personal group, like I have read somewhere, you name by the name of Yaksha.
Yeah. It's a Theatre Yaka.
Okay.
Theatre Yaka register.
Okay.
It's basically in Udupi. Actually, Theatre Yaka Udupi is an organization founded in 2012.
Okay.
With the aim of curating and presenting innovative Yakshagana performances.
Okay.
As well as conducting training programs for Yakshagaan artists. The organization consists of art enthusiasts who are deeply passionate about Yakshagana, a traditional art form, as I told, that coastal Karnataka. The organization's objective is, our aim is to preserve and uphold the rich traditions inherent in Yakshagana while thoughtfully incorporating contemporary elements into performances without violating the artistic boundaries of the form. I mean, we perform some contemporary, in sense we present only mythological stories, but with some contemporary themes or contemporary thoughts. We incorporate the contemporary thoughts without violating the artistic boundaries of this particular art form.
Okay.
Yes.
So today you are going to perform about Mahabharat
Yes.
Chakravyuha. So we would like to know something about that also.
Yeah, I think you all know about the story of Chakravyuha. This story is adapted from Drona Parva of Mahabharat.
Okay.
So it's a long story.
Okay.
Um,
So today that part will be performed by your group.
yes.
Okay.
The story unfolds when Dronacharya devises the formidable battle formation known as Chakravyuha.
Okay.
It's war strategy. It's war strategy. Among the Pandava army, only Arjuna and Krishna possess the knowledge of penetrate this complex formation. However, at the crucial moment, Krishna and Arjuna are drawn away to confront the Samsaptakas, who enter the battlefield in support of Kauravas. The young warrior, Abhimanyu, boldly advances into battlefield and successfully enters the Chakravyuha. And tragically, he does not know the technique of emerge from it. So, the returning from Chakravyuha, no, that technique he didn't know. That's why, so in the end, you all know the tragic end.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So we all are looking forward to watch it in the evening when it is going to be performed, because we all know about it, about the Chakravyuha. We all have heard and seen Mahabharat. We all have heard about it. We have read about it. But this will be the first time watching it through Yakshagaan, through the storytelling, through the music, dance, and different kind of costumes. So this will be the first time we people will be witnessing. So many people from across the country and from outside the countries are also over here. So they might be I would like to ask, you perform Yakshagaan only for Mahabharat, or you take other stories also, Ramayana also? What kind of stories you are performing through Yakshagaan?
So, actually, not only from Mahabharata. So, we drawn the story from the Indian epics, other Indian epics, Ramayana and Bhagavata. So, we actually, it is kind of retelling of Ramayana or retelling of Mahabharata, or that we call it Yakshagana Prasanga, the particular Yakshagana poetry, no, that we call the text we call Yakshagana Prasanga. There was nothing but the retelling of different epics, not only Mahabharata, Ramayana or Bhagavata and other mythological stories. So, based on this particular text, we perform. For example, I can give some instances. Bhishma Arjuna Kalaga is there. Drona Parva is there. In the Ramayana, Panchavati is there. So these are the different episodes. Different Yakshagana prasangas. And I would like to say, we have one more variant. So like Yakshagana, we wear the colorful costumes and we perform on the stage. But without colorful costumes, without headgear or without shoulder gaze, by ordinary dress, they sit together and with a dialogue they present the story. We call this variant as Talamaddale. So Yakshagana and Talamaddale is the different form. For example, in the Talamaddale form, Vali and Rama, they sit together or they sit face to face and they develop the dialogue. The singer will sing and following that lyrics, they develop the dialogues. A particular art form is called Talamaddale. For your information, we present one Kannada Talamaddale in NST, National School of Drama in Delhi. Okay. And people are very interestingly watched, though they could not understand this Kannada language, they just watched. I think it's a very unique art form of India.
Yeah. Then the language is not a barrier.
Yeah, language is not at all a barrier. So, Yakshagana and Talamaddale, these are the two variants. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you quoted about you performed at NSD, Delhi, and today you will be performing here. What do you feel like? Do you get some good audience, those who are keen and interested in watching all these things live? Because today's era is more of a kind of Insta, very quick to watch short reels on Instagrams or shorts. So the young audience are there? What changes do you see?
Actually, I don't or deny any modern developments, any contemporary technologic developments. We have to accept it. So according to me, YouTube or any online, these things are in one or the other end, they're supporting this art form, this particular art form. Because of
Perfectly
this,
said.
Yeah. The art can go beyond the boundaries or beyond the borders.
Yes, right.
Actually, the people in America, they're basically from South Canara or coastal Karnataka region. They're staying in America or UK or in other foreign countries. They are able to watch this particular art form through YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
So even in India also, so we can take this art form beyond the borders of state, beyond the borders of nations. So contemporary developments or technology or IT, so whatever, no?
They support.
They are, so they are very positive to development of art.
Well said.
Yes.
So now I would like to ask something about my city. How do you find Bhopal? It's a very pretty weather going on right now.
Yeah.
It's not too hot
Yeah.
and neither too cold right now.
Yeah.
So apart from the weather, what would you like to say something about our city?
Yeah, I have heard about this Bhopal and about Bharat, but 10 days ago I came here and for the first time I visited Bharat. So we are always remembering Bharat because of B.V. Karant. B.V. Karant is Babu Kodi Venkatramana Karanta. He is from our region only.
Okay.
Yes. So you always remember Bharat because of him. And many students of B.V. Karant are active here.
Yeah.
In Bharat. Actually, this is amazing work. Now this festival, I think nowhere in India such festivals I think can be organized. Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, he came here and he watched this performance 10 days ago. He inaugurated and watched our performance. We just showed a glimpse of Yakshagaan or 2 minutes of Yakshagaan 10 days ago. And CM, he watched that, not only Yakshagaan, other art forms from different parts of India and from Indonesia and Sri Lanka were also there. And CM watched this the big art festival and appreciated. And he's supporting this particular art form. So it's really great.
Yeah, we are also blessed to have a CM like this who supports art and culture too much. Because of him also we are having this program today. So sir, I would not like to take much of your time because you have your performance, and I can, as an artist, I can understand it's so much of anxiety and pressure before the performance. So I wish you all the best, and thank you so much for giving us so much of time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rashmi ji.
Thank you.